If you want, sure, why not?
Everybody riot, organized chaos, nobody quiet. We gon' try a seance. Communication and communion with the world's greatest icon. Station as a human, yet he's listening to my song. Hot joint, this that no nigga with the bass and the bang, make it do yo. Hit you with the 5 elements, like 5 elephants. Let him know I'm relevant. I'm heaven sent, telling him we're from a whole nother galaxy. I'm actually born.
All right, I'm assuming he cut the song off. God, that sounds fucking weird from home. All right, everybody, I am your host, John Brecco. Welcome to the Round Table Live right here on HamiltonRadio.net, channel HR2. And we've got 3 very special guests for you guys. This is the only way we can bring 3 guests on the show right now. And the circumstances going on in the world. And it can't be solved through Lysol injections in the left butt cheek. So we're here, we're bringing the show to you, and we're happy to do it. We got Kenneth Pearlstein. We're just doing a Trump impression before the show. How do you think this can get fixed? I want to hear what you have to say, Mr. President.
Well, I think we're working very well with the leaders of people, including China, with their electronics systems here. We're going to do, I think we've got more, and believe me, not many people know this, but I'm a pretty good expert in electronics. And we're doing more in our country than any other country right now, believe me. And a lot of people are going to see it.
That's fucking beautiful. You better come on as the president on the show when we can bring this back, all right? I really want you to do that. I was telling him,
I'll tell you what, John, it wasn't too long before, though, man. It wasn't too long before this wouldn't have happened.
We were supposed to be there.
I kind of had a thing for Chinese girls, but it turned out to be modern.
I thought about getting Chinese food right before the show, but I got Popeyes instead. And now I can't tell everybody that I'm not racist on the show, and that's really bothering me. Anyways, Chris, how you doing, man? This is the first time I'm meeting you or talking to you. How you doing, bro?
I know. Yeah, it's the first time live to live. I know Sharon and Kenneth M. Pearlstein. I never knew what his middle initial was, but yeah, it's nice to be on. It's exciting.
Yeah, you could finally guess what it was properly. It's weird because I've only seen him like in Facebook pictures. I've talked to him a little bit before the show, and now seeing him over here, he looks like Darth Vader next to the volcano when he turned the lights on.
Yeah, man, absolutely. I like that. I think you want a Darth Vader vibe these days. When you go around, I want to look like a serial killer so people will leave me alone.
Exactly. You're a little bit less disfigured, but I think you're doing all right.
I'm doing the best I can, yeah.
Yeah, man. We've also got Sharon on here.
Hi, everybody.
Who through social media, I found out has been drinking since she was 9.
Go ahead, I'm sorry.
But claims to be sober for the past 2 months.
Not as of Sunday, but that's okay. I'm still being healthier than normal.
Okay. Have you drank anything since Sunday though? I do want to ask. Oh, you actually drink that?
What time is it? Yeah.
I just wanted to make sure and see if I was right or wrong that she definitely has drank since Sunday.
Yeah, no, but not yesterday. I didn't have anything yesterday, and this is the first time I'm drinking today. But I'm trying to be productive. I set a bunch of goals for myself, and if I accomplish them, I reward myself, and if I don't, I punish myself.
Hold on. Sounds good.
It sounds exciting.
I knew I wasn't the only one thinking that, but
also
anyway.
Goals are different now in all of this. A goal might just be me washing my underwear in a sink for the day or something like that. My goals are very different now.
That's a really good goal, washing your underwear in the sink. I've not gotten to that point. I'm really lucky I can still get laundry done. But I thought about it.
There you go.
Honestly, though, my goal has really just been to be able to continue working out since, all gyms are closed and everything. And Sharon's fascinated by the fact that I work out with my spare tire in the cat tree that we haven't set up.
I just imagine how mad your cats are. They're like, he bought us a toy, we were so happy, and now he won't let us have it. And they just sit there meowing at you like, this is bullshit.
Abby's bought them like 50 more toys, so they have nothing to meow about. You know, they're gonna get this when it's all said and done, so you just gotta wait for this to die down and everything to open up.
They might not want it anymore at that point.
Well,
Yeah,
you know
dogs are loving the pandemic. Cats are probably hating it. Like, what's he doing around here more?
Yeah.
Not our cats.
I was gonna say our one cat, we actually got him like the day of the shutdown order, and he's used to just having me here. So on the days I go to work, because I, go a little bit more limited, because my job has actually got cases of it. He starts crying like when I walk out the door. Apparently,
A cat with feelings. I like that.
yeah, right. You don't see that much. Normally, they just give you like a blank look and shit.
Yeah.
Something bad is going on.
My parrot's gotten really spoiled because usually my husband's home alone a lot, and now I think that she was like planning an affair that she can't live up to because I'm home alone.
Hold on, who did the affair involve when there's a parrot?
They don't understand. Your cats, they might understand that they're different than you, but parrots don't understand that difference. She thinks she can have a relationship with a human male, and she can, but she thinks she can.
So parrots are like dolphins in that way, I guess. They
can be sexually attracted to other creatures and not like she does her mating dance once a day, whether anybody's watching or not. It's sad and cute and sweet all at the same time.
She doesn't care what's going outside the window that she had to close before the show.
Yeah, no, the pigeons come to the window and they look at her, but she's not interested. They're not her type.
Polly wants more than a cracker.
She wanted more than a piece. She wanted the whole thing.
Right.
You get that salty cracker.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, that is one greedy kitty cat.
Sharon's home more. She's feeling like a saltine. I'm sorry your parrot couldn't cheat on your husband behind your back now that this is going on. I'm sorry.
There's I feel guilty that she can't have her sexual needs met, but the problem is if she did, then I would have baby birds that I would be responsible for.
Oh, no.
So there's the trade-off.
I mean, it depends if the birds are pro-choice, and it is a blue state, so.
Do you know anyone who can perform a birdie abortion?
Yeah, I don't know, but if they were in Alabama or someplace like that, then these right-wing birds would be, controlling their birdie vaginas.
The red
I'm
bird.
performing no abortion on no parrot. It's Adam and Eve, not Adam and Polly.
Happy to use the rest of the coat hanger. It'll be fine.
Oh, geez. It had to go there. Well, yeah, it's true. I guess you have to basically take whatever you've got in your apartment.
At this point, yeah. If you're washing stuff in the sink, I mean, that would only make sense.
Somebody's trying to do a video chat on some internet website. Look, I got to perform an abortion on my parrot. What do I do?
I don't know what
Go get the alcohol and some wire hangers.
They're
what
little.
we used to use in my house to get this thing out of my parrot.
Go boil some water.
It just swallows something, and I don't know how to get it out now. So help me, somebody, please.
Oh, yeah?
I can just hear my parrot planning the next time she attacks me. She attacked me 2 days ago. I'm just gonna hear her.
Having a first drink.
No,
Like,
she
the parrot.
attacked me because she wanted to do something I didn't want her to do. So I don't know if you can see it. She bit me right here.
Oh,
She bit you, so she
the biter.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, no,
the biter. She packed her.
Yeah,
Yeah, it hurts.
it hurts when you get bit. Our one cat does the same thing. A lot of times when he goes to cuddle, he'll like bite and claw and stuff. And I have a bunch of scratch marks on my hands now because before I wouldn't let him do it. Now it's like, if this is how he plays, should I let him do it? So,
I have a 7-year-old, so I have scratch marks and bite marks and bruises all over it, okay?
that's because you won't go get him his favorite toy during quarantine, all right? That's for a whole different reason. He's not being cuddly.
marble races, Beyblades, all kinds of shit.
He shot a Beyblade at you?
Oh yeah, he like to go to. You know what Beyblades are, right? They're like dreidels
Yeah.
on steroids. Yeah, he's really.
Is
into
it a Jewish thing?
No, it's not a Jewish thing. It's a Japanese.
It's a child
It's a Jewish thing. You wouldn't understand.
I'm Jewish. I thought I'd been left out of something.
It's a Jewish thing. Should I know about it?
I'm going to send Ken some of my Gentile toys.
Oh, it's called the Benzu blade.
No, to explain it, since you bring that up, it's basically like an electric dreidel. It spins around and shit. Kids enjoy using it.
But you take a thing and it's like a lawnmower, and you start it and you battle each other. You have these these blade things, these spinning, these tops that battle each other, and they're different shapes. They're like my son, Jacob knows all about that shit. He's like, this one's got stamina. This one's kind of weak, but he's got good offense. And I'm like, it's a fucking top.
It's basically what happens when a lawnmower and a dreidel have a baby. Let's just go with that.
Exactly. It's
been
dangerous.
around.
They can fly.
Here comes that cat.
Yeah, she's trying to put pussy in my face. I'm sorry. It's very
I
inappropriate for the
knew
show.
that had to come up somewhere. I knew that there was gonna. I didn't want to be the.
Well, look, with your Trump impression, it had to. Eventually, I didn't know when it was going to come up, but I don't think he'd like that, though. He'd hop off the couch. Yeah,
They're all
I
over
think
the beauty pageants, John. They're all over beauty pageants. I gotta tell you, all these pussy cats.
I'm hoping for one thing, if anything, right now on the scale of 1 to 10, my cat's not a 4, right? I just want to make sure with you.
Oh,
All right.
No?
People
thought he was
still
well,
do that, rate attractiveness by numbers. That's so stressful.
that is a Trump thing. And kitty cats can sign NDAs. So
No, they can't.
That's true.
I'll tell you
Oh.
what, whoever makes our president.
Mike Bloomberg.
Huh?
Or,
I missed what you said.
no, it was Mayor Bloomberg and the NDAs. There were a lot of NDAs that were signed, and I couldn't. 7 years ago, I just said, get pregnant, bitch. I really can't remember when I said it. Really doesn't matter because I bought the Democratic Party.
Oh, shit. Oh, that's beautiful. But how's everybody been adjusting to everything, though? Like, other than just washing stuff in the sink? Up with everybody, but,
I missed the outside from the time before a lot.
yeah, and now you go outside to take out your garbage, and you tell me you get dizzy from the fresh air.
Yep. Today was actually the most exciting day from the entire quarantine. My husband and I went out on the fire escape to see the planes go by, which was amazing. Then we went online and watched everybody curse out the fact that those planes flew. It was great.
Why were they cursing out the planes?
Because money went to those planes instead of putting money into giving it to the first responders.
Oh my God, they'll be fine. They'll
It was
manage.
exciting. I mean,
some people are going to complain
Everybody
because
think-
9/11, they get triggered.
Yeah. Everybody's been giving them all the love of the world. That's, enough for a first responder. I can only imagine. But
did you all see it?
yeah.
Did anyone else see it firsthand?
I didn't see it.
yeah, we saw it, and I tried to get a picture of it. I just got the smoke in the sky. I went over to Abby. I was like, nobody can say now that I didn't want the smoke.
East
That's all I'm
Hampton,
gonna say.
so people here were angry because they didn't get their own private, air show in East Hampton. So they were, upset.
Oh, really? They all missed it? They weren't coming by that way?
No, 90 miles away.
Oh,
They're a bingo on gas.
yeah. I'm gonna say, Abby, how upset has your mom been that she can't go to bingo? Did she complain to you about that on the phone every day?
They lived right outside Joint Base of McGuire, where they flew out from, but they flew west
used to be. So she completely missed me.
That's
Okay, so
If you want to go on my Facebook page, my husband shot a perfect video of it, so it's on my Facebook. And then you'll hear me in the background being like, "Oh my god, so cool!"
But the thing is like, so where I used to live at my parents' house. We lived in a little place called New Egypt, New Jersey, and the Joint Base was the town next door.
Mm.
So you saw planes all the time. You saw those planes go out at least once a year during the air show. It's a free air
Like-
show that they do every year.
Like that six high engine or whatever they are planes really, really close together in formation.
Yeah, they used to
Yeah.
do that at a show once a year at McGuire Air Force Base. They used to let the public in. It was free to attend. You sat on the lawn and you saw all the planes parade by, just like you would in Atlantic City.
and it just didn't fly by her this time?
It didn't fly by because they went west.
All right, that
Yeah,
makes sense.
They went due west strictly.
I was gonna say you live in the woods, so I thought maybe just a tree was blocking it and shit, but I guess not.
Oh, you know shit. I told you immediately. I was like, oh my god, a plane's coming, a plane's coming, a plane is coming.
I've been outside her house at like midnight though, and she scared the shit out of me just like walking to the door, not even meaning it, because it's so fucking dark. Like around me, we'll just be out there getting something, and I won't
Wow.
see her coming up even though she's in plain sight.
She's like a cat.
Yeah. I was gonna say they do that to me half the time. I'll just be laying on the bed watching something, and then I'll feel something by my feet along with like a broken meow, like out of nowhere. And I'm like, what the fuck is that? And then I'll see it, I'm like, oh, hi. I wasn't planning on giving you attention right now, but sure, why not?
I think that should be the name of your autobiography, The Broken Meow.
Wait, what do I mean by it?
No, I think it would be a good name for an autobiography about you, The Broken Meow.
Broken meow. I came out broken. There was no hope. Oh, fucking correct. But yeah, no, Abby lives in an area where Jason can come out and get you, so all she has to do is walk in front of me and I get scared as shit.
Oh, wow.
It's an awful situation when she forgets something over there. But there is something that I'm thankful for. While your mom's complaining about bingo, I don't have to go, so. Because I'll get fucking dragged there half the time, and, you know, they haven't been
Surprised
able
you're
to
not
do
doing family time face bingo by this point.
No.
it. Yeah. I was going to say, imagine trying to get 70
Yeah.
old people to work bingo. Or
Yeah.
FaceTime.
I mean,
They
we
know.
did Passover via Zoom a few weeks back, and that was a disaster enough. I think we just kind of muted ourselves after like the first 10 minutes of people trying to figure out, are we going to read the entire, Exodus? Are we going to skip around, or what's going to happen with the Jews? We get it into a broken real estate deal in the desert. I mean, what are we going to do? We were just hungry. So we just pretended to go, die, and then muted it.
For a second, when he brought up the Jews, I was
Chicago.
like, wait, you trying to do another Trump impression?
No,
That's where I thought you were going.
no. You're passing the Cedar plate and all that.
Oh, that's how they try to do it through Zoom? Oh my god. Through Zoom. Like, I can't even imagine doing that.
My family did it too, but my family is not very religious, so it wasn't very religious, which isn't abnormal for us. And of course, with where we live, I couldn't get any even matzah at that point. All we had was a Seder plate and some parsley.
Oh wow. That sounds depressing. I am so sorry for your loss.
It was.
Oh, wait, what'd you say?
In my field of work, I had to do a post about Passover, right? And I was reading something, an article about it, and somebody said, this will be the ultimate Passover. It'll be just like the regular times. Because you don't have the stuff that you need to do the proper Seder plate.
Yeah, so everything gets passed over and all Sharon gets is parsley.
Not only that, leave a space for Elijah, the ghost of Elijah, to walk in and have a drink and get free food, and he was quarantining.
I was gonna say we're not able to split bread. Like the fuck can I say bread? Bread for 5,000 people right now. I almost said blood.
It's matzah to you, though.
What is Christian,
Yeah.
babe?
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
It was just an analogy. Leave me
I
alone.
know, I'm kidding.
I'm talking to her. I'm not talking to
Get
you.
the Jew terminology correct, man. Come on.
I'm sorry. Yeah.
Jesus, come on,
Hide
man.
myself now. Chris, you all right? You're muting your microphone over there. What's going on, man?
I muted it for a second. I just want to see if the some of the audio is getting messed up. I just muted mine. I figured it might clean it up a little bit. But I'm back. I was listening. I heard how we were doing sacrilegious Bible things and people started vlogging right on the spot. Communion became a blood sacrament.
Maybe people were screaming about the Antichrist and Ruben was trying to mute it out. That's why he muted himself to focus. Yes, I just. Thanks a lot for pointing that out.
Did y'all do Zoom Easters?
Huh?
Some people did Zoom Easter with their family. Did you all do that?
No.
No.
So between his and my family, it's like dealing with the technology illiterate.
Gotcha.
I'm bad
It
enough.
wasn't happening. For me, what we're gonna do is I was excited. I was really excited to have our first holiday living together with the family and bring over all the children. So I have a pretty decent sized family, and I wanted to bring over all the children and everything, but obviously that didn't happen.
I'm pretty sure you guys can see the tail right now, by the way.
You can.
So we're just gonna. I cooked for him on Easter, and then we're just gonna do Easter dinner when quarantine is over as a family together
How else are we going to do it,
to
really?
celebrate it properly.
I was going to say, we've seen your dad twice, and that was just so I could fix the lawnmower. I was going to say, I haven't seen your mom in about 2-3 months now, so.
It's hard to have those family calls because then you got to get into everybody's opinion on what's going on. And that's the last thing most people want to talk about. My mom, if I talk to my mother, she's got Fox News going on in the background. And I just, there's not enough aspirin in the world to listen to her tell me how Trump's doing a great job and he's going to save me.
Yeah.
I just shut that shit right off.
Yeah, I was going to say, you have to deal with the same thing with your mom, too.
The only thing I want to hear are the numbers.
Well, make it great. He never said nothing about no disinfectant. Y'all lying.
Yeah, exactly it, man. And then
Yeah,
you're talking about the Bible. I
He
mean,
was
like,
being
my,
sarcastic.
I didn't see that right there on the YouTube. Y'all don't know what
Yeah.
you're talking about.
I'm getting it from friends in New Jersey, like not older family members, like friends who are peers who are like, the virus is a hoax. I know I lost someone based on the virus, but it's still a hoax. It's the Democrats.
No,
see, that's
no.
what's bad is when friends check in on you. Like, I've had friends check in on me to see how I'm doing, and then they start telling me that it's like the flu at the same time, and and it's a hard, if you feel bad because they care about you, but at the same time they're ignorant, Or like my mom is so bad because she's kind of a church person and everything. Like my mom could sit there, turn on the TV and watch Trump lick a foreign dignitary while he gives Pence like a non-consensual reach around. And she would tell me that it's all part of God's divine plan.
It's,
The Lord works in mysterious ways, y'all.
it's a hoax. It didn't happen. That was how it was with, okay?
Somewhere there is a
That was
porn
wrong.
that is exactly that. What's that? The like 89 rule or whatever, that there's a porn version of everything. Somewhere there is a porn version of Pence giving Trump the reach around or vice versa during a press conference.
I thought it was going to be
My mom,
Putin,
she'll
but
be
okay.
happy that Pence, like today, Pence is he's in the hospital with no mask on, and I'll have to talk to her tomorrow, and she's going to tell me how brave he was to want to look the doctors in the eye with no mask on.
Yeah, I can only imagine. I got to deal with the same thing. With my
I just don't get it. You know, the very people, I'm sorry, that Darwin, you know, should be helping.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
You would think anyway. You would. I lost track of what to say after that.
No, like I'm Christian just as much as the next, right? Hi.
I'm assuming it's
Hi.
okay. If hoodie's on.
Yeah. So I'm Christian just as much as the next, but at the same time, I also believe that we have modern medicine for a reason, and there are terrors in this world.
Modern medicine does not include bleach.
Well, you just don't have faith, girl. That modern medicine has got no place in here. But you know, what was that? Wait, you seen what's that? Was it one of the guys like he was gonna be praying to Jesus, praying the coronavirus out of everybody in the church?
Damn your penicillin. Damn your medicine. Damn those things you take the spoons right there on and swallow it. Damn it all to hell. How about that?
Be gone, coronavirus. Be gone.
Bing, 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 bing.
Ping, ping, ping.
They probably replace holy water with Heineken too.
I got
Or
some antidote
disinfectant.
in my van. Look, I got the antidote in my van. Want to come on in? Come on. We got it right here.
That's what happens to your eyes when you swallow some Drano.
I'm all clean now. Thanks for the
Our
prep.
cat has cross eyes too.
I'm gonna go cleanse myself with some bleach real quick. Hold on.
Don't put Tide Pods in your rectum. You'll clean you right out.
I was gonna say I had a joke about people that were licking subway poles when this thing started, and I was like, if anybody should swallow Tide Pods, it should be you guys. I now regret writing that joke because of what our president said. I'm like, that wasn't supposed to be taken literally.
It's
Yeah.
Sometimes people laugh at your jokes, and you're like, I don't think you understand my joke. Laughing for the wrong reason.
I was gonna say, I'm gonna ask Ken to go first because you both were talking at the same time.
All right, no. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Chris. Go, Chris.
Hold on, he was using his hands. I think he wants to. No, that's all right.
That was
Sorry,
like 2 bits ago, but that's probably the lag. Yeah.
This is the most polite group of comedians I've ever been in the presence of. I feel like I'm losing my mind. What's going on?
Yeah, right.
Everybody's nice and polite. You must be Democrats.
No.
I was gonna say, how did New York end up being a blue state when you look at it that way?
I've known Chris for how long? We've been doing comedy together.
Oh man, 15 years probably.
Yeah, 15 years. What was that?
Told me around.
Ken and I used to bark. We used to pass out flyers in Times Square. Come to comedy. Come to see comedy shows, and then we would get yelled at by people all the time.
Yeah, just telling me to take that shit you put up down, right?
Yeah.
I will say though, it was the Bill Michaels show, and at that place, that cabaret, and
Go Tell Mama?
had some good stage time there.
No, the stage was great. It was a great stage, and then but you had to compete with Ha back then. Well, LOL back then, and then Joe Frankins had a place that was on the corner as well.
Yeah,
and all that stuff. So people were always trying to take.
Yeah, I remember
people.
Yeah, I can't even imagine that. But now it's so oversaturated that, I got the best stage time when, everybody gets on lockdown. So, I mean, I guess it's not the worst thing in the world when you look at it that way. But, on the other side of it, I'm hoping I'm going to get stage time like this when we do go back. You know what I
You
mean?
gotta create your own thing. It makes everything different. When you have your own thing that you're creating and you're not relying on what anyone else is doing, it's fantastic.
Yeah.
Like this show, you have this. This is
Yeah.
yours. You can do what you want with it. No one can tell you or edit you.
Yeah. It's just hard to when, you're trying to sell tickets to the comedy shows because the one I had at Governor's, I tried to do another one after that, and we only got like 5 people. And the day of, I actually had to cancel it. I felt really bad, too, because I was going to have Stacey headline it. But they didn't have the tickets for it. And, it was just a shame. So, I mean, now, if, I help, make stuff to support during the pandemic, make my stuff free so everybody else can, you know, donate to others that need it. Because I still have my job. I really don't need the money right now. You know, I know I can make it happen, but, you know, I am worried about the other side being able to do it. So it has been a worry.
I don't think, like,
Yeah.
there's this thing I read about this advice given to young people from very, very old people. And the only thing that was common for everybody was, I wish I hadn't worried so much. So I don't get me wrong, I don't have a way to make a living in this environment. And if this is our new world, I have to do something completely out of my norm. And I was really loving the way things were before this, but I'm not actually worrying because I have an awareness of the uselessness of that.
Yeah, like you've been able to, like, I guess, try to, like, adapt and kind of, like, do stuff to make it seem, I guess, as normal as you can, right?
It's more like if I think, oh my God, am I gonna have a job when this comes out? Am I gonna have stage time? Are there gonna be shows? Are there gonna be weddings? Things like that. I'm like, it doesn't matter right now. All I have is right now. What do I have right now? I have an apartment with a horny parrot and a television with Netflix.
Especially the horny parrot.
This is where it is right now, you know?
You know the parrot still loves you when it humps your leg. Granted, it can't get its paws around you like a dog can, but
Yeah.
it's okay.
She won't do the mating dance. The second I pull out the camera, she stops doing it. But you can look up parrots doing mating dances. It's hilarious.
Your pull-out game is strong, Sharon. I don't really know what else to say. Abort mission. Abort. Just threaten it.
I bet Sharon's never been told that before. I bet your pull-out game is strong.
Yes.
I mean,
Why shouldn't the woman take the responsibility for the man pulling out?
Nobody was
Let's
trying
just
to
add that on
get
top of it. Well, you know, in fairness, baby, you didn't make me pull out in time, so.
You know, in fairness, it's not like you told me in advance, so.
your push out.
It's yours. All you.
You got to work on your
I
push
literally
out.
said I'm about to come.
Yeah, you got to work on your push out game.
You got to work on your push off. You got to work on your stiff arm a little bit.
Yeah, pull the stiff arm. Yeah.
Get off me.
Just, can you imagine though? Just like 20 minutes in from the other side, just get off me! Why are you doing this to me? Just how confused you would be. Just
And then the parrot's there like, I would be such a better lover.
Absolutely.
You only have to worry if you get pregnant by a parrot, it'd be half human, half parrot, and then your baby could run for political office.
yeah, really. That's how that happened. I'm convinced.
Maybe I should be asking my husband to you know.
Experiment.
Experiment, right?
This is the time to try new things.
You have all the time in the world.
I mean, there's a service entrance. I mean, you know, there's all kinds of things to experiment with.
I think a turkey baster would even be too big, though.
No.
Oh, I'm so sorry. So
So,
sad.
It's like an eyedropper.
we're getting to know.
It's like calling a penis a Tic Tac. It's so sad. I'm sorry. But just like imagine, like you talk about the push off the game, and she's like, "Get off me!" The guy's just sitting down there, like crying, lost, like I should have done more. What could I have done better?
I think 10
Hey,
years
look,
an Alexa is going to be president.
11,000 people voted for Harambe. Just remember that.
Yeah, we should put the word out there. Hashtag vote Alexa. Right after the show.
You knew the last election was a joke when D's Nuts was running in the primary and winning.
Hey, the real election was between D's Nuts and Harambe.
Yeah.
You know, not Hillary and Trump. I was going to say, who would be Republican and who would be Democrat? D's Nuts or Harambe?
Harambe would be Republican with those strong leaders.
I don't know. I think D's Nuts would be Republican. I think Harambe would be the Democrat in it.
Well, if it was Republican, it would just be called D's Sacred Sacraments or something like that. I don't know if it would be so crude.
You make it sound like you're passing that out through Zoom.
Hey, that's trademark pending. If anyone out there,
Right here.
right?
Just let me go pass them out now.
Pass out these sacred sacraments.
The body of Christ.
No.
I mean, that's technically part of the body. It could work. Not wrong.
The body, if you put a lot of light inside the body, and it's but you need light inside the body. They zap it with the body, don't they?
It's like an
Something like it's very interesting stuff. And then Jesus comes by with some Crystal Drano.
First, if you put UV inside the body, what's going to kill you first, corona or cancer?
Why'd you have to make it so
Don't
literal?
be bringing your logic to this conversation now. Trump doesn't like that.
This is like talking to somebody who believes in climate change over here. How could you? How could you bring this to me?
The earth is cleansing itself. I don't care what you say.
Oh, that fresh air is fucking fantastic.
It's cleansing itself.
Yeah. I was going to say, I know it was a lot for Sharon all at once, but she got used to it with the planes today.
Yeah,
Well, that's the irony of the whole
I'm kind
thing,
of dizzy with it all. So much happened today. I was outside. There was air, planes, talking to people.
It wasn't mixed
Yeah,
with
right.
the right amount of carbon.
The worst part of this is when I have to wear the mask because it almost feels like suffocating. I get dizzy from the mask, actually. Like when I'm at work, you know, because I work at Amazon, so I'm lifting boxes all day, and I'll be trying to breathe, and I can just feel like it's suffocating me. Like I'll get queasy and everything, like after work. Like it makes me sick.
You wearing an N95 mask?
I guess that's the the mask that like attaches to your face, but yeah.
Little piece of metal at the top, and it's sort of like a styrofoam that goes around.
No, he's
No,
just wearing like a regular surgical mask. We have N95 masks though, as our going out masks.
Somebody said to
Those
try
are your
a
high
bandana, but I
fashion.
didn't. Huh?
That's your high fashion mask. You're sweet when you're taking her out someplace nice.
Yeah, that's got your
It's the hottest thing in Milan right now.
I was gonna say we got takeout pizza or N95 masks. Then I tried to post a selfie of us kissing with the masks, and it didn't work out very well.
You're talking about climate change, man. The irony of the whole thing is that like now Mother Nature is getting a nice enema because of all this stuff. People staying home the whole time.
Oh, it's so
Shitting out all the oil it's taken for the last 50 years.
Yeah, man, relaxing.
You know, if like Mother Nature like had like an actual exit area where that all could go, I wonder where it would be.
Mexico?
Huh?
You said where would it all go, and I said Mexico, but you know that was.
Maybe.
If I were Mother Nature, where would I shit out all my excrement in the
I
world?
was thinking it would be Antarctica because nobody lives there, but that may or may not.
Antarctica probably is the better choice. That's the logic. That's the smarter choice.
Right, it's just speculation. It could also be the North Pole, but I don't think Santa Claus would like that very much.
No.
It's just speculation. I have no idea.
You believe in Santa Claus?
I don't believe. I'm saying if, okay? Use you.
He was being sarcastic.
He's even very concerned about Santa.
Being
No, I
sarcastic.
made that stuff up for people like you, okay?
Who else would drink
That would be great, though, to have a very sound argument about climate change and then just randomly throw in Santa Claus. You know? Very
I'm
logical.
a little bit better at
This is
changing
how
stuff
the earth
for
is.
everything.
The earth is healing because of everything that's going on. And then, you know, especially if you're in the North Pole, Santa Claus is probably benefiting greatly from people being indoors.
Imagine if I'm having trouble breathing with the mask on. Can you imagine Santa Claus like going down like a chimney? Now
How's
you gotta do
Santa
with the
Claus going
mask?
to deliver his packages?
Look, Santa Claus has a full beard going down chimneys. He's got a respiratory system that won't quit. Come on.
How are you going to use a mask with that beard and that full face? How are you going to cover it? He's going to have to
I
shave.
know. You see what I'm talking about here?
But, Santa Claus is going to be infecting everybody else with every, fucking chimney that he's going to go down. He's got an open sleigh. I mean,
Right.
he's not really taking any precautions, not
You
really.
even put a tarp over it.
I mean, in every gift that he delivers, all these presents, people have to treat it. They have to wipe it down with Clorox, maybe, have it sit in a chimney for a few days before wiping it down and, all kinds of shit. You don't know.
And what about the reindeer? We don't know if reindeer can contract the virus.
Yeah.
That's true too. Apparently, cats can. I'm gonna say one of them had a upper respiratory infection too. Yeah.
But if Rudolph starts sneezing, then they won't know where they're going.
Yeah.
Right
that's
now,
true.
we're offending people around creatures and people that aren't even real. Fictional people are probably offending someone right now.
I mean, but it's also nonfiction that somebody suggested Lysol for a coronavirus cure. So
I don't know. Those comedians were talking about Santa Claus not doing social distancing and infecting his reindeer, and that's just not called for. That's not necessary at all.
In it.
he got all the coronavirus kids in one place in his sweatshop. He's treating it like Walmart.
I've always thought that there was like a whole sweatshop thing going on with the elves. They work there all year. They get paid in candy. And they never get to leave.
Oh, definitely. And I guarantee you, somebody's going to watch this show and think everything that Santa Claus does is controlled by aliens. I guarantee you. Somebody's probably hey, somebody said there was a UFO sighting recently in the news. So
I saw that yesterday.
Could be a thing. This could be the next place where we go
It's
with
all,
it.
coronavirus is all an alien biological weapon.
Right? Oh, holy shit.
The lizard people took all the victims.
The lizard people gave it to us. You hear that?
Who did?
It's people.
Do you not know who the lizard people are?
Do you want to explain that?
The Santa.
I know who the lizard
The
people
lizard
are.
The lizard people.
People are?
He said he knows.
Okay,
people, the lizard people.
No, I can hear it.
friggin'
No,
That's why some
this
people
is-
are
this is all
lizard
bringing back
people
way
don't
too
get
much
it.
now. It's just kind of like I'm off screen. It's the lizard people. Hey, don't you know who the lizard people are? Hey, baby, tell me about the lizard people. I want your radio show to be big, baby. Tell them about the lizard people. Oh, my God. Don't you know who the lizard people are, baby? All right, listen, I'll be over here if you need me.
I just
Remember that time we got probed? And that took us up? Remember that show?
Tell them about the time you got probed, baby. Remember?
We saw Close Encounters of the Third Kind. It was not realistic.
Man, it was all up in there. That old alien. Tell them about it, Ken.
Them aliens didn't look like no lizard people in that movie. Richard Dreyfuss.
the only difference, only thing that's the same is they all look green to me. They're all just green people. Just call them green.
Green people. You see that?
Call them green people, the probe people. Oh,
Oh,
I just want to let everybody know.
Potatoes, and we're going to make a mountain. And a spaceship's going to land on it. Song.
I feel like that beeping sound could have been dance music from the 70s that I don't even know about. I just want to let everybody know that's not what I'm trying to do. I want to talk to as few flat earthers as possible. I want to make it clear.
Let's try this. Bing, 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 bing. They're leaving now. They're leaving.
Hold on. Let me go to the edge of the earth to find the cure real quick. Nope, I can't see nothing down here. I thought it was a good idea.
Why are they leaving? Well, you're playing dueling banjos. That's not welcoming music.
I can't see nothing from the space and where that thing's sun comes from down above.
Well, my parents, if they're watching this, I guess we'll have something else to talk about tomorrow besides this.
They think the earth is flat.
Baby, I feel like you just threw those Southern people under the bus. New York
Also, I
changed
don't know
you,
how to
baby.
feel when we talk to you anymore. What do you think of us? I'm so sorry if I cause a rift during coronavirus with you and your family.
Man, I'll talk about anything right now other than Trump and all this. I just want to talk about. I'll talk about any of this. It's good. It's all good.
As long as I can get a laugh out of the show, look, that's what I wanted to escape with. And hopefully everybody else is laughing at this shit as well. Because we've tried bringing up Santa Claus, we've tried aliens, we've tried an exit poll on Mother Nature itself. If you can't laugh, then I don't know what to do for you. I don't know what joke I could tell that would make you feel better. None of this shit works. We went into lizard people, for God's sake.
You saw the tiger. Maybe Carol Baskin.
I did make one joke about Tiger King. I told myself I wouldn't do it, and then I thought of it. I'm like, I have to include this.
I can't watch it. I'm not gonna watch it. I can't watch it. I'm out.
I watched one episode just to see what it was like.
I had to watch the whole thing. I watched the whole
I
thing.
watched the whole thing too, Ken.
You're better than me. You're better than me. I could have never done
But
it.
I knew all those people. I mean, like, I feel like I grew up knowing a lot of those people. So to me, it wasn't so shocking. And then a lot of the people that work for him basically for free because they're following their passion, because they love tigers. And that people thought that was so barbaric. And I'm like, I don't know, man. I've worked in advertising and comedy. So I'm used to, getting nothing because people just say you're following your passion. So none of that was shocking.
To work with tigers in this business.
Right. I mean, the only thing for me, the only difference was, instead of tigers, I knew people that had like turkeys and cows and goats, but they were all the same people. All the same
that
people.
honestly came out at the perfect time, though. Like, I can only imagine, how bad people would have wanted to ignore it if they actually were outside and had shit to do. But then I hear about it, like, on Facebook and on Instagram and through all the other social media. I'm like, would people have really watched this shit if this wasn't going on? It came out at the perfect time. They just knew when to bring it out.
It's a good train wreck, I mean, there's a lot of stuff, even once you get past the first episode is just, all of that. Hey, I like tigers and men. I got a gun on my holster and ain't nobody gonna take my shit. That's all the first one. But after that, there's a lot of murder and who killed people and a lot of that stuff. So it does have a lot of hooks once you get past, that initial sort of, I wish the world and the government would try to take away my rights, that thing.
Oh, yeah.
It's
And
for
then
me, it's about the cat.
he ran for
Surprises.
president. That was the funniest thing of the episode where he was actually running for president of the United States.
Yeah, he ran for president.
When was this?
No, not president. He ran for governor.
When
governor.
was this?
I mean, it's been in the last 7 or 8 years. He ran because before he went to prison, he ran.
Because I had no idea. I only
ran
got to
for-
the first episode.
Maybe it was Alabama. Yeah, the first episode. And I mean, the crazy thing is there's a woman who's kind of his arch rival, and then she wants to save tigers, but then she has tigers in a cage, and he has tigers in a cage, and it's kind of hard to figure out how is one tiger cage better than the other tiger cage.
That's why I can't watch it. When I feel like animals aren't being treated well, I can't handle seeing it at all. I feel guilty when my parrot does a mating dance and nobody's gonna have sex with her. Like, so for me to watch this and
There's a lot of bad stuff going on, I mean, like, he's got the tigers in the cage thing, but he likes basically like, he likes boys, hillbilly boys 20 years younger than him, and they have a nice diet of meth and no teeth. So you got to watch like some 21-year-old dude with his shirt off the entire series, and it's all like, I love him. I just love him. I don't know. I like tigers, and I just love him. And it's kind of sad.
Like, I enjoy just being around.
And then he brought another guy. Then the wedding ceremony was between him and the three guys' wedding ceremony was just, wow.
Yeah, and then he would sing country songs too that wasn't really him, that he would lip sync over it. And that was
there's like music videos, right? He made music videos.
Yeah. So you would have all this stuff going on, and then all of a sudden, man, they would just break into, well, I don't know why nobody loves me anymore. But it's not him. So it's clearly he's taking someone else's voice. So I mean, I get it. It's a train wreck, but it's not nearly as good as people make it out to be. You ought to just go to the last episode and watch Joel McHale interview them. That's pretty funny.
Oh my God.
Wait, so hold on. Is the last episode just like a full interview?
Yeah, they do an interview with the guy from Community and Talk Soup. He just basically talks to different people. And that's pretty funny because he's kind of, McHale, he's making fun of them without them knowing that he's making, or I don't even know. Maybe they do know, but
They probably don't.
Probably not.
They didn't get that far.
Yeah.
They're thinking about, I gotta take care of my cat when I get home in the backyard, or I just know people want to help him. He's gonna say, I'm fine with 2 small cats over here. I don't even want any more. I can't imagine putting 2 zeros on top of that. I don't have time or space in my backyard for that. Panthers. One of them scratched when he's trying to say "I love you." You think I want 200 of that?
Christ.
But I do want to say we are coming up towards the end of the show, and there's a phone call. Hold on. We got a phone call. You guys want to take?
Exciting. We got a phone call.
I'm so excited.
Oh, now he tells me no call. What the fuck, Ruben? I can't even curse him out properly because my mic is
It was
muted.
just my mom. My mom changed her mind.
Oh,
This
that's what
was
it
the
was.
Oh,
best
call
moment
Chris
in
and
my
tell him.
talking head history. And
It's
it
one of the
just didn't
lizard
happen.
people. One of the lizard people's calling in from the spaceship. We hear you. We hear you.
All right, he said I got 1 minute, so I know he's got to get the next show running. But
All right.
yeah, I do want to say thank you guys for being on. It was a very eventful show about lizard people, aliens, and Santa Claus, and I really enjoyed having you guys on. I hope you guys enjoyed it too, and I definitely want to have you back when we get things running, properly.
Love it.
We can have everybody in the studio.
Absolutely. We can all jump in my car and go to South Jersey together.
I'd love that.
I don't want you to pass out on that windy drive on the turnpike, though. So just make it good first. But yeah, once again,
Thanks,
thank
buddy.
you guys. This has been the Roundtable here on HamiltonRadio.net, channel HR2. Hope you guys enjoyed the show. We'll be back same time, same channel next week. So until then, everybody, deuces. See you all soon.
All right.
Bye.
Nice seeing you, Ken. How you doing?
I'm good. Good seeing you. We'll talk here, okay?
Sounds good.
Everybody
All right, take
riot,
care.
organized chaos, nobody quiet. We're gonna try a seance. Communication and communion with the world's greatest icon. Station as a human, yet he's listening to my song.